Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce that our 2022 Flying Kiwi is the founder and CEO of Orion Health, Ian McCrae.
Crikey, I looked a bit younger in that picture, didn't I? I think I need to update that picture. Hey, thank you for that. Pretty long introduction, and there were quite a few almost achieved things there. But by the way, the CEDX boat is going to be electrified. We have a little bit of a problem with the batteries and the possibility of them spontaneously combusting, catching on fire. But once we sort that out, we should be all good. Nobody will want to go fishing with me now. So, hey, actually, Orion was really a bit of an accidental success. I was a terrible employee, as you might imagine. And so I set up Orion and then woke up one morning, and it was actually quite a big company and growing at a pretty fast clip with customers all over the world. So, yes, we have won all of Saudi Arabia, all of Ontario, Scotland, huge parts of the world, and that's been through the hard work of some fantastic people in the company who've been with us many, many years. We started with about 10K of capital, and over 30 years have generated billions of dollars of revenue and close to $1 billion of taxes for our New Zealand government to spend wisely. Did you like that? Okay. And about 10 or 15 company CEOs, and I think 3 or 4 or so of them are here tonight. It was very different when we started Orion. We all travelled cattle class, yep, and we'd share hotel rooms with 2, 3, 4 others, and there was always a snorer, somebody who snored every single time. Back then there was no internet, Skype, Zoom, Meet, Slack, Teams, WebEx, etc. And you didn't have to worry about how you were going to look on the conference call, yeah? So what the background was like. In 1992, I visited Austin, Texas, and saw something called internet. So I wrote a letter to Europe requesting permission to connect to internet for research purposes. And there's no email back then, of course. And we actually wrote real letters, a lost art form. And 2 or 3 months later, we got a letter back saying, yes, we could. Connected to Auckland University, 2 clone PCs. People don't know what a clone PC is, but we had 2 clone PCs running PC router software at 9 kilobits per second, and Orion Health was the first New Zealand business on internet. Yes, it was wonderful. Hey, isn't internet a wonderful thing? You can real-time fact-check the White Queen on Netflix, figure out the perfect woodworking dovetail joint, or figure out how many promises politicians have kept. Okay, sorry, whichever table it is over there. That was a joke, by the way. Anyhow, actually there was not even mobile phones. Can you imagine that? No beanbags, arcade games, Zen out zones, and fireman poles. So that must be so hard for the millennials, Gens X's, Y's, Z's, the TikTokers. Actually, to comprehend, actually, Laura, my daughter, she said TikTokers. I don't know even what a TikToker is. But anyhow, to take a line from Monty Python and tell young people that nowadays, and they won't believe you, okay? There's also no VC, no PEs, no Series A's, B's, C's, D's, no SPACs. Today I signed a safe investment agreement. I'm not even sure what it is, but it sounds like a really wise investment. 30 years ago, our suppliers helped fund the company. We knew exactly the day Telecom would cut off our telephones, okay? Sometimes they'd cut them off a day early. We'd ring them up and say, you weren't meant to cut off our phones today, you meant to cut them off tomorrow. But fortunately, things have changed. Jenny Morrell, who's here today, Andrew Clements and others helped create a vibrant VC community that we have. My real point is things have changed. As has been mentioned, tech is the second biggest exporter after dairy, and it'll probably surpass dairy within 5 years. Lots of high-paying jobs, and this sector is having huge success all over the world. So well done, everybody. I've been in the industry for a while, and I think the turning point for tech was Helen Clark's Knowledge Wave project in 2003 to 2004. Before that, tech wasn't really taken seriously. After that, it was. Greg Shanahan's TIN report has done an amazing job calling out the importance and success of the sector. Nikki Kay and Paul Matthews got the school curriculum changed so that programming was no longer considered a non-academic subject on a par with baking, cakes, woodwork and sewing. That was a major step forward. It got our kids into high tech. It's wonderful. It's been a privilege to be on this journey, and I have to say I couldn't have done it without Rosemary, my wife, who is over there, and our family. You got to travel. You got to be away for weeks. We have 5 kids, and so I'd be away for many weeks, and yeah, it's hard work. Finally, I would like to give a shout out to we're in health, okay, for the nurses and doctors that we have in New Zealand today. As some of you may have read, I've been a heavy user of the health system recently. I am truly amazed, actually in awe, of their hard work and an utter dedication in the face of a tsunami of demand and an acute shortage of resources. We must support them in every way possible. And what they did for me was just amazing. Without their commitment, I may not have been here today, okay? Actually, by the way, as an aside, I spoke to my fantastic oncologist who gave me the all clear, thumbs up, at 3 o'clock this afternoon. So, I have a few miles left of me today. So, looking around tonight, I think New Zealand tech is in awesome and fantastic hands. It will blossom and continue to conquer the world over the coming years. So enjoy the evening, and to borrow a line from Joseph Stalin, it's good to see you alive today, comrades.